Wipe this off. Period. Looking so good. Retouch on. Period. Making the skin look perfect for the YouTube live. Hi. You get a notification for this, but not TikTok. It be that way, girl. You know the app sometimes don't be working. Hold on. It's money on the phone. It's the money calling. 1 second. Girl. And I'm going to charge him regular price. That's what you need to learn. Anybody in here, if you a baddie, no, you don't ever have sales. A sale, a discount. Do you not see me? You're gonna love this. I feel like what I be selling things for is a freaking steal. Oh my God. Okay, this guy I think might need a little help. But let me say good morning to my people first. Rise and shine. Did you sleep well? No. I can do better than that. I don't give a if you slept well. I don't. Okay. I'm gonna just tell him, guess what today is? Rise and shine. Guess what today is? They're gonna be like, what? And I'm gonna be like, Tuesday. It's Jess. Okay. You look beautiful and amazing, girl. Thank you, boo. April Fool's. Oh, no. It is April Fool's. Is it? Girl, it's April Fool's Day. And today for April Fools, who is really the fool? Let's talk about it. Look, I'm really good at this. Watch this. Watch this. Hold my coffee. I'm about to beast on this. You please. I'm telling you, vertical FaceTime call. No, I'm telling you that isn't real because I'm about to beast on this YouTube live. Seriously. I don't even know what they think they was about to do, but you now know what's going on. We may not ever go back to TikTok. We need to starve them. We have to starve these. They don't deserve it. They don't. And you know what's crazy? I'll be the first to admit. I always say no before I say yes, as you should. Again, if you rules to being a baddie. I should start a series. Rules to being a baddie. Always say no before you say yes. No needs to be first. And we might talk about that for 20 minutes because let me tell you why. One, you're smart if you do that. It's okay to be skeptical of something. Never feel like you need to say yes. But, just to people please or just to be nice. I'd rather be looked at as a total see you next Tuesday. I'd rather be seen as that, by saying no. Because that automatically vets the people who are worthy of saying yes to. Watch how people react when you say no to them first. That's why you didn't deserve for me to say yes. So I'll be the first person to admit, usually the things that I really like are things that I first was like totally averted from. Absolutely not. And then I try it. I'm like, okay. But you have a right to be skeptical about stuff and do research or say no or change your mind or say no, not in this environment. Because, for example, even when I was a dancer, there were certain clubs you couldn't catch me at. There were certain people you couldn't catch me dancing for. There are certain people you might be in the same building as me. You're not going to catch me in your section. It's given no. It's given no. So it's totally okay to have boundaries and say no, you know, whether that no stands firm or the no is, you know, no in this environment or not today. So I'm saying that because I'll be the first to admit, I said I don't want to go on YouTube Live. I said TikTok is a better platform for live. You get shown on the For You page. You don't get shown on the For You. I don't know. Am I on the browser? Y'all let me know. Am I on the YouTube browser? So there's a lot to learn about this YouTube live stream, but I originally said no, I don't want to be on here. Now I might have to be on here because I feel like, this might be the right amount of distance I need to be able to express myself without the sensitivity of like being reported. You're on my browser? Oh, period. Okay, so I'm coming up on the For You on YouTube. Perfect. So let me read these comments before we hop into what we have to say. How do I find them, girl? Where the comments at? Oh, here they go. Trump still hasn't made a deal. April 5th is around the corner. Okay, girl, we not political over here right now. We just a girl, you know. Don't try to make it deeper than what it is. They got so bold over there. You know, not YouTube. TikTok is for the bold people, so they can come over from their TikToks, they fake TikToks, with their 0 followers and say what they need to say, and then log back in, look in their regular job in front of their computer and be like, okay. Turn me down so I can, what? Why you didn't say yes last week? I'm always saying yes. I need to exercise that no button. I'm telling you, if you say no first, I'm telling you, you're going to see a whole nother side of people. And trust me, they're going to have a whole different narrative of you. They're going to have a whole different narrative. If you say yes to everybody, you so nice, you so this, you so that, because you're pleasing it. You're people pleasing. Of course you're so nice. But when you will see you next Tuesday, oh, babe, everyone hates you. But guess what? Those are the people that they don't have the spine. So please don't come over here asking me for help, asking me for money, asking me for nothing, because you don't have the spine. That's why you think I'm going to see you next Tuesday, because I said no. Acting out, tantrums. So you learn a lot by telling people no first. It builds character, you know, let them build. Thank you so much. People say they love my voice, period. Thank you. Yeah. So today I got to get my lashes done. This is, let me show you up close. They're a little gappy. Hold on, let me brush them so y'all can see. They're a little gappy. It's been a month, literally 4 weeks since I've gotten these. My lash tech is going to be like, now girl, I'm actually impressed, but why did you wait a whole month? Like, they're still on. And that's what's crazy. Let's brush these. I can't leave these hanging. If you were to see them up close, you would see that like the grow out is crazy, girl. The grow out is insane. Let me see if you could see it up close. On TikTok, you couldn't see it up close. Loving the authenticity. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm always authentic. I think we're getting to something. I have a question for y'all. This is a really good topic we're going to talk about. So, a big brand reached out to me, right? Thank you so much. A big brand reached out to me and I like signed a contract yesterday and I'm like really excited about it, right? And even though you're going to have to wait, they don't love you like I love you. Wait, you're going to have to wait for me to drop. But my question is, do you think the times have changed? Do you think they care that I like have a lonely bands and I'm like in adult work? Do you think times have changed? Do you think, what do y'all think? Because me and my cousin were talking about this yesterday and I was like, are the white adult entertainers walking so we could run? And I hate to say it like that because, you know, I was around before most of these girls, like, you know, Blue Eyed Kayla J, but I've been around 10, 11 years. You know, we just discovered you. But at the same time, if she's getting bigger brand deals, it makes it really hard to discriminate against a black girl who does the same thing or less. Because I do a lot less, a lot less than Blue Eyed Kayla Jade. You know what I mean? So I think that if you're going to start opening the parameters to what type of creators you work with who are white, it's going to be real hard to hold black creators to that same standard. Well, oh, we don't want to work with girls who have a lonely man. So, oh, well, you do. Look at your white roster. Newsflash. Also, like, ever since the pandemic, everybody either had one or has one. So, you just don't want to work with creators or what? What you want to do? Because you about to run out of creators to work with. We all trying to make money. Look at the economy. Look at it. You know, so what do y'all think? Do you think they just don't care anymore because times are changing? Is it the like political climate? Is it the economical climate? Is it the time we're in? Is it, you know, that these certain creators now open the door for these creators because now you really can't discriminate based on that? Is it a thing of all of them? Or you think they just don't know that I have a lonely man? You think they just don't know? Ava says, as long as you're not problematic, you're good. Oh, PHM White said that. Miss Q Renee says, I think times have changed. The lines have blurred and people aren't as uptight. I think so too. I think it depends on what your socials look like. Oh, that's true. There's a chance they don't even know. I know. I'm like, I don't even know if they know. I'm like, it's in their face, but it's not in their face like this. You know, it's more in their face like this. Type, you know? We are all basically cattle to these companies. You just have to be Kobe beef. I don't understand what that has to do. What we talking about? I feel like it's based on audience demand for who they want to see. Like what face would make the most money. Times have changed. You're onto something with that. Because as soon as the bigger brands started signing Kayla Jade, I knew it was over. I'm like, wait a minute. Because she's full blown. You know, if you're not familiar with her, go get familiar with her on TikTok. Shout out to Blue Eyed Kayla Jade. But she's like full blown. Like it don't get no more full blown than her. And she's going to tell you about it in detail. So if she can get big brands to get behind her and get excited about it, they be giggling and kikiing. They like, oh, we get to work with Kayla J. Oh, we so excited. If she can do that, it's possible. I know it is. Also, you present extremely professional in that industry versus raunchy. True. I really try to keep it, because you guys know that, like, I think I could plug myself into any industry or niche and the formula for me would be the same, because I'm really a social media marketing lover. Like, that's my romance. So whether we are selling pictures like this or on a YouTube like this, it's all kind of my formula is not going to change. If anything, that might help because they see you have the audience. Yeah, my cousin was like saying the same thing. She was like, if anything, that might help because this particular company, like, you need to be okay with like showing a little skin, but like that's not the company. But you need to be okay with that a little, So I'm like, maybe it indirectly does work well. But then again, child, maybe they don't even know. Today's the day. This lash keeps on flipping down into my eye. I want to pull it out so bad. Oh no, it's still really glued on there. Oh no, girl. Today's the day. I think my appointment's at noon. Thank God. I don't think they mind because you have social currency. I mean, yeah, that too. Like, but I think that's when like, you've made it low key. When the scandals and like the things that you think would hold you back actually propel you. And that is where my mindset personally needs to change. Because like literally ever since the day I became a stripper, I have been consciously or been told like, you're never going to be able to do this. You're never going to be able to do that by other people who can't do it. And you're not even a stripper. Like imagine even just from people online that tell you, because of what you do, you'll never be able to find true love. And you'll never find a man who respects you. And meanwhile, this coming from men who doesn't have true love and already don't respect women regardless. So it's kind of a little bit of a mind, a little bit of a mind F to be constantly told that and fed that negative energy because of what you decided to do. And it could be forever. It could be for 1 year. It could be for 10 years. But I've been conscious of that for a while, right? So that I started to incorporate that thinking to myself. Like, oh, well, I'm never going to be able to find love. So just give up on it. Oh, well, I'm never going to be able to be signed by, bigger brands. So just give up on it. So just give up. And I did for a long time. And, I wasn't even sad. It wasn't even like, oh, woe is me. Because of what I do, I don't have these opportunities. Help me. Somebody help me. No, it was more like, I guess if I'm going to beat down the block, I'm going to beat down the block. I guess if you want me outside, I'll stay in the streets and stay there. Okay, fine, I will. With no regrets. And we're going to make it jump, young and turn. That's always been my attitude. Okay, fine. We're going to make lemonade then. But you're telling me I don't have to make lemonade? I can still get spa water? That's what I wanted. I want cucumbers and mint, So, yeah, this is coming from somebody who has spent the last 10 years in a vortex of mental negativity fed by other people who have no idea what the F they talking about. Don't listen to negative people. Don't listen to naysayers. You already don't respect women. What do you mean I'm never going to find someone who is, you are, Let me drink some coffee before this gets cold. Hold on. So that's just where I'm at with that, is finally undoing the mental negative programming from the environment. Because it's just the environment. And realizing, girl, you're really that girl. And there's nothing that people can say or do to take that away from you. It's literally in you. They would have to eliminate you off the earth. It had to eliminate you. Eliminate it, bitch. Play it. I said a bad word. It's okay. We 20 minutes in. You just can't do it in the first 5 minutes. Girl, player 456, out the game. That's the only way you can get rid of the Riz. That's the only way you can get rid of this pimping. Okay? Let me read some of these comments. You can't listen to their negative self-talk and projection. You cannot. They see your hunger for success, and that's why they want to put you down, because they don't have that genius in them like you, and they and they want to wait, and they want to not see you get bigger and more successful. That's true. Just like that girl yesterday, or not yesterday, that was like 3 days ago. She was like, I'm so happy that you're a smaller creator and that you don't get bigger brand deals. And I was like, why would you be happy about that? Oh, you're gonna hate to see me when I pop out next month. I already got 3 brand deals. You're gonna hate to see my content next month, girl. And she was like, oh, well, I just don't like it when creators get bigger and get brand deals. Because I don't know, I just can't relate to them no more. Why? Because they're getting like far or becoming successful. They work paying off. You can't relate to work paying off? That is rude. The nurses and doctors can't find love, so that we might as well ball. And that's what I'm saying, is there's literally no correlation. This is why I feel like I need to train adult entertainers on like literacy on how to respond to certain things, you know, especially the ones that are newer and younger in the game that feel the need to like defend themselves all the time. You don't have to. Oh, what do you say to somebody who, oh, you have daddy issues, and so does my kindergarten teacher? Next. Oh, you're never gonna find, and so won't your mom? Isn't she single? Next. What does she do? Like, you really have to just rapid fire on them, because once you make the connection in your head, none of these things have anything to do with what I'm doing. The causation is not the correlation. If I don't find love, it's not because I was a stripper in 2016. That's not why. Okay? This Starbucks, the coffee at Starbucks, it's the Yukon blend. It's my favorite blend. Everybody can be with you when you glow up. Okay. Next, you thought you could break me. Exactly. Girl, I'm like, you're not ready, because they don't have the training. Anytime somebody wants to bully, you're not ready, because you haven't been through a quarter of the things that the person that you're trying to bully has been through. You've been through none of it. I understood you, M. White. I understood your comment the first time. Yeah. So today on this fine Tuesday on April 1st, it's our first full live. We already been on here for 23 minutes nonstop talking. I can't believe it. Shoot. I see how Shira 7 making so much money on here. She be on here for 2 hours just talking and talking, accepting tips, answering questions. I'm ready to answer questions too. I see it, girl. I see the hustle. I ain't even finna knock you. All I'm saying, and that's another thing. And another thing, let's talk about it, because when I'm on TikTok, people make it seem like I hate Shira 7. And that's not true. People make it seem like I hate certain people. Okay? I'm going to just say the names. I don't hate anybody. I don't hate Shira 7. I don't hate, who else? They be like, why you... nobody ever said I had a problem with Clark, but I don't hate Clark. I just have criticisms about these creators. Now, the reason why I have criticisms is because with Shira 7, she be giving away like mad S-worker game to like regular girls, which can be dangerous, you know? So, and also it can be dangerous if, imagine telling a man half the things that Shira 7 said a man, but you look like the girl who thought she was gonna be a bottle service girl. Like, girl, you don't even look like you can talk to me like that. You getting advice from the wrong places. You're not even that bad to be making all these demands. Oh my God, if I was a man and I was like, you know, I would love to get to know you better. Maybe we can do just like a quick coffee, and then if that goes well, let's go on a dinner date. And if some girl was like, I don't do coffee, take me shopping. I don't do coffee, I do shopping. I don't do that. I do Chanel. I don't do that. That's dusty. When I tell you, I'll be like, girl, have you not seen the way you look? Like sometimes I'd be like, bro, I hope you finish her. I hope you finish her. Like, because we there's some order, bro. We need to restore order. It's a pecking order to this. It goes baddie. It goes certain level baddie. You know, it goes like New York, LA, Miami baddie. 10. Then it go, you know, middle America baddie, girl next door. You know, then it goes mid. 6s and 7s are always winning. You already know 6s and 7s win because that's where the bell curve is. That's where the most people exist. 6s and 7s, men and women. That's where the most of them exist. You have more 6s and 7s than you have 1s and 2s and 8, 9, 10. So 6s and 7s, that's the rule. They win. They get the most selection. Now, what's under that? 5, 6, 1 through 5. Girl, what happened? But imagine 1 through 5 is watching Sure 7 talking about ha 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 Dusties. Baby, you're the Dusty. You're literally the Dusty. So yeah, that's my only problem with that is giving away game to a wide net of women that wouldn't always know what to do with that. So there's that. I know, right? That Mariah chick always tells women they don't need to be baddies. Flat out lie. No, you need to be a baddie. That's pandering. Mariah, I don't know who you are, but if you see this, stop lying to the girls. Stop lying to the girls. That's pandering. You need to be looking very good or very nice if you want to be talking reckless. You cannot be talking reckless and look like a thumbnail. And look like a little gumdrop. Okay? Period. Giving game to squares. No, for real. But then again, they're the ones who need it. You might qualify for a payout. No, if I might qualify, that means I don't qualify. just give me my money or move along. So, yeah, I'm over here. I'm excited. We in the building. You ninjas in apartments. That's the only thing is we can't play copywritten music on here. That's all right. I can sing it to you guys. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Again, not defending her. I'd rather women stay away from XYs. What's XYs? Because not worth it, nor needed. You talking about men? Not you just named them by their chromosome. That was weird. That was overthought, girl. You didn't have to go that far. Just call them what they are. Just call them men, girl. Just call them boys. Well, oh yeah, we on YouTube with it this morning. Yep, because we suspended from TikTok, girl. We had to create a distance for the sake of my celebrityism. Okay, we had to starve the people of TikTok. They thought they was punishing me, babe. No, you starving the people. You only helping me out. You only making me in more demand, especially because I got 2 videos going viral right now and 6 new bras on TikTok Shop. You only making me look more up high. You only pedestalizing me even more. If you in here, that's what you're doing. Every time you say, oh, I'm gonna try to take this platform away, you pedestalizing me. Netflix gonna pick me up next week. The people are they are starved, babe. They hungry. They thirsty. They want it. Yes. Haters on what's wrong with men? Girl, you tell me, Calvin. Calvin, you sound like a man. You tell me what's wrong with you. Tell me. Or if nothing wrong with you, tell me why. Tell me why you so fine. Tell me how you get that body. I got it from my mama. I got it from my mama. If I sing that song and it reminds you of Blair Waldorf and Serena Vanderwoodson, you're a real Gossip Girl fan. I am nothing. I work in IT and build trucks. Do you have a girlfriend? You married? Single? What's life for you? We want to know what's up with Calvin this morning. Who else is a man in the building? If you're a man, let's do roll call. Say hey. Okay, we got only 2 men in here. That's the way I like it. That's the way, I like it. That's why everybody's behaving. It's all women. Look, 2 people left. It's those 2 men. Okay, so today I need to make a list of what I'm doing. I've been waiting. I honestly, just because my lashes have stayed, my side profile is T. Look at me looking over to the side. That's it. Girl. I don't even remember what I was talking about. So you don't get to complimenting me. I'm like, my side profile. I feel like from like the what's right in between. This is like front, then this is like a 90 degree. From the 45 degree. I feel like the 45 degree angle, babe. Give it up. Give it up. The 45 degree angle is there. Look at it. This is my best angle. You looking younger than ever. Thank you. And what's crazy is I'm really damaging my body by gardening, and I'm still looking younger than ever. But I heard that there's a few things that keep people looking younger, regardless of if you choose to, like, do any substances. And the first one is not having kids. And the second one is traveling. I heard those 2 things keep people, it's like anti-aging. And I do a lot of that. I do a lot of no kids and I do a lot of traveling. So yeah, I'm just getting younger, girl. Not baby face. Thank you. I know I look like the child version of myself. Where is that? I'm about to show you again. Oh no, I put it back in my closet. Never mind. I'm not about to show you again. I lied. I'm not going in my closet. Traveling solves a lot of issues. Traveling? That's so cool. Thanks, Jade. Girl, where you been at? You don't know about my traveling escapades? Girl, I'm really the girl. I'm a citizen of the world. That's why, certain subjects I refuse to get invested in. I've divested from certain American topics because I'm like, oh, no. I'm a person. I'm a citizen of the world, girl. Plant-based diet keeps you younger. Oh, does it? That can be debatable. That's debatable. Because I have been plant-based since I was 21, 22. And, I mean, I'm not saying that I don't look young, but have you recently heard the whole thing where people are, that one girl, I know you know what I'm talking about. It's only one girl, but I think there was a second girl. The girl who was on a raw vegan diet and she passed away last week. I know you've seen the article. You guys seen the article? She was like a raw vegan for like 6 years. And apparently, like, scientists are saying, like, bro, Homo sapiens are not meant for that. Like, we are evolved. We are not Homo erectus. Like, we're evolved to eat cooked food. We can't, like, certain raw foods, we can't digest. you know? And so the domestication of fire really helped evolve us forward. And all these people that want to be raw vegans and stuff, you're fighting evolution. Like, the whole reason that we were able to evolve is because we were able to domesticate and control fire for things like light, cooking, heat. Why do you want to be, why are you choosing to be out in the cold? Why are you choosing to eat that food cold? Because you're saying, oh, it's better? It's not. Do you know science? Do you know science? Some people have a toxic approach to any diet. I know it needs to be balanced. Facts. I knew somebody like this. I knew somebody who only ate raw, and they would eat raw carrots and bell peppers every morning, and just like on a plate of like 2 giant ass carrots and like a bell pepper. That just, the joy of like eating a meal is also that it tastes good. Like, imagine if we engaged in intercourse and it didn't feel good. There are people in the world that purposely partake in painful experience or a displeasurable experience. Those are the raw vegans. Why would you purposely rob yourself of any pleasure, dopamine, or enjoyment of this moment? It's not worth it. And as you can see, one of them lost their lives last week. Somebody said raw is insane. Oh, I already read that. You can no longer just do plants only, thanks to our predecessors. Exactly. They need to be, girl, they need to be reading. I know. Marketing, 6-figure stripper, business owner, homeowner, the list goes on. Love your content. Thank you. Some folks really need that meat, iron, protein, etc. Yeah, proper balanced meals. There are benefits to cooked and raw foods. Hello, there are certain nutrients. Oh God, I hate the way the YouTube comments disappear if you don't read fast enough. Oh, I gotta get better. There are certain nutrients that can only come out of, oh God, here we go. Only come out of through heat or being smashed. A friend of mine got sick going vegan. The doctor said no, eat a burger immediately. Yeah, it's not for everybody. It's not a like, this is everything in life. This is the joy of being a human, is that everyone is different. We all have our own little nuances of what works for us, what doesn't work for us, and why. And this is why when people say, like, especially on TikTok, when they go, oh, help me, or do me, and they expect something to be very cut and paste. And then I'm like, no, you're different. All humans are different because our experiences are different. We don't look the same. We don't live the same life. And that's okay. You're going to need something different. Just because one person can digest a raw, unpleasant diet doesn't mean it's going to work for you. And that's the problem. That is the fallacy with modern day practices, is that people are not using real science experimental processing. So the scientific, The scientific process requires numbers. And I'm a numbers and data girly. I love numbers. You can't just look at one person and go, oh, that worked for me, or that worked for her, so let me do it. No, you need to look at a collective number of people. You need to be looking at 50 people, not one person. What happened with the 50 people? And then decide based on that, based on the average results, if that's for you. But critical thinking. Somebody said on my TikTok underneath that video where I said critical thinking like 3 times, they was like, girl, you need to make a critical thinking merch line. No, because people are going to piss me off. Critical thinking is a lost art. Why would you look at one person and go, this worked for this one person, let me try it? No, I need to do research. Okay, this worked for you, but let me see how many other people. There are benefits. Oh, I read that. Okay. A friend of mine, okay, I read that too. Okay, got a speed read. Exactly. Speed tour. Bio individuality. You're totally right. Absolutely. I mean, even down to the fact that I can't have garlic. So if somebody was like, oh, then you need to get on this type of diet and it's like full of garlic stuff, imagine they're like, oh yeah, Italian food is the best food. You got to try it. And I'm like, I can't have garlic. Now I can't have nothing Italian except cacio e pepe. That's it. That's literally it, which is why it's always stocked in my fridge. I love a good cacio e pepe. Love a good cheese and pepper pasta. That's about all I can have. Okay? So you got to do what works for you. Everything ain't for everybody. And for some reason, I think social media has like made people forget that. Oh my God, we've already been on live. Critical thinking is a lost art. On a crop top? No, I wouldn't say critical thinking is a lost art. Mine would be like way more sarcastic because I'm sarcastic AF. So mine would be something like critical thinking, question mark. Have you turned your thinking caps on today? Thinking caps on now. I'll make a sweatshirt that say my thinking cap's still on the charger. Oh, baby T. I really want to get my blood tested to see. Oh my God, I've seen people doing that on TikTok. Y'all, we should get our blood. We should get a full panel. I'm scared. I'm really like, honestly, can I tell you guys, like, I'm scared to get like a full panel. I'm terrified. Please don't tell me about no ancestral nothing in my blood. I don't want to know. I don't need it. I don't need it in my life. A t-shirt with your face turned to the side like that. Yeah. Hell yeah, I want to know. Just got mine. I'm anemic. Yeah, I know I'm anemic, I know little stuff like that, but I don't want them to tell me like, I'm just scared, I don't even know if I want to have kids, but like, I'm scared. Don't tell me like, oh, autism runs in your family, now you're going to scare me. Am I autistic? Now I have to, what are you saying? Because I feel like I'm missing something. Right. I don't need to know I have a sickle cell trait. Now I'm annoyed. No, for real. I don't want to know. Sometimes ignorance is bliss. So it's like, but then also, if I do get a blood test and nothing's wrong, and they're like, girl, you superhuman. You got the gene, you got the Hermes gene. Your ancestors used to be able to fly. I would be like, shut up. I'm not gonna tell everybody. Hold on, let me make a TikTok. You heard that? Y'all, he said we used to be able to fly. You already know I'm superhuman. I was superhuman before, but bitch, now you can't touch me. That would be me. So it's also like, no, you should just not tell me. Don't tell me nothing. I want to feel you. I feel you, but at the same time, I don't want to eat nothing that's going to unalive me. Yeah. Laughter does good like medicine. It does. This has been such a good live. Oh my God. I really might be on here. We might be on here more. It's a little more focused over here, a little less ADHD going on. Not being happy dry the bones. I don't understand that. That would go straight to your head. It really would. Look, it took me 1 or 2 times to do that IQ test to be like 2 points below genius. That went straight to my head. Look, so we took that other IQ test. The other IQ test said 125. I said, that's not right. That's not right. You see, now they're asking me to take it again. That's how you know it's not right. On the other website, you can't take it again unless you put in a new email address. Your score is your score. So apparently over here, you're telling me I can take it again and manipulate the score? Oh, nuh-uh. You're not correct. I'm going with the other website. I had a hard time with that one, y'all. Okay, I had a hard time with that one. You should do more lives on here. Oh my God, you guys are loving it. Y'all are loving it? I will. Don't worry. Tell all your friends. So tomorrow when we go live, it's like 200 people in here. I'm working my way up though. This is good for today. 40 people. We were at our height with like 40, 44 people. So it's really good for our first time ever. So what y'all about to do today before we get off? What y'all about to get into? Cause it's only 6:59. It's only 7 a.m. Look at the time. Most people aren't even up. They're like, babe, I'm ready to go. Oh, and I need to tell you guys this. So yesterday we went to, let's talk about it. Yesterday we went to Target. Anybody that want to cancel me, go ahead and do it now. Unfollow. Okay. The people that don't know my stance on boycotting stuff, listen, I'm not going to do stuff just because people don't want me to do stuff. I'm not going to not go to Target. I'm not going to boycott. I'm not going to do all that. Because you want me to starve. I live across the street from Target. I'm not driving to Orange County so I can go to Walmart. Walmart's still going to be racist too. They just not going to tell you right in your face. At least Target is a more high-class racial experience. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, well, at least it's more pleasant. Okay. No DEI? Well, at least I'm not going to have no rednecks shopping next to me. I'm sorry I had to say it. It's a certain type of person that shops at Walmart. It's a certain kind of person. If I want an upper class experience, I'm sorry I can't boycott Target. It can't be done. It can't be done. So, unless y'all finna find all the things I need. Yesterday, what did we buy? Things that you really can only buy at Target or like Ralph's, but even that, like, you think the Kroger company is any better? Babe, all these people are probably in Mar-Lago having their high tea right now. It's 10 a.m. in Mar-Lago. They're having high tea, laughing at you. Mr. Whole Foods, Mr. Target, Mr. Kroger, and Mr. Walmart. They all laughing at you. Talking about next week, it's going to be you, Walmart. So that's why I'm not falling into these games. You're not going to starve me. I moved over here so I could be close to convenience. I'm not going to intentionally move around the convenience because y'all don't like it. No, I want to step outside and get my pads and come right back up to safety. You feel what I'm saying? And also, for anybody else that's new, my stance on like activism is very much black people shouldn't be doing that. That's not black people's jobs. Our jobs is to lay in the sun. We made it, girl. We still alive. Our ancestors, they did what they had to do for us. They did all the running. They did the escaping. They did the activism. They did the marching. They did the protesting. They did the boycotts. Why are we passing that on from generation to generation to generation as if it's our political responsibility? It's not. Everybody who like to date interracially, who like to have other friends, look, and I'm guilty, but I love me a little something else. But babe, that's your job to shield me. I'm not shielding you. Which every single time black people go out and protest, that's what you're doing. You shielding all the white people in America. You shielding all the non-black people. Baby, why are you on the front line? You're literally a human shield. Why would you do that? You need to be getting your nails done. You need to be having your high tea. Otherwise, what did our ancestors go through all this for? For us to still be outside, mad, inhaling the fumes, getting sprayed down with the air rubber bullets? No. You're going to catch me out at Target getting my always pads and my tampons with my Starbucks in hand. And I'm going to come right back up here to my high-rise apartment and look down like, oh, I don't see no white people down there marching. You're not going to see me. You're not gonna see me. Okay? The sooner black people realize that is not, protecting America is not your responsibility. They need to be protecting us. We are America. DA. Dead ass. Okay? So, yeah, if you didn't know how I felt about political activism, that's how I feel. You need to be enjoying laying in the sun, soaking up the fact that our ancestors were strong enough to make it. Okay? We the chosen ones. You're not going to catch me out here messing up the aura. So I went to Target yesterday. Now that we got that out the way, I went to Target yesterday, and we got some. Oh wait, let me show you what I got. Before we move on, let's read the comments. You need to open up a groceries chain. Girl, I do not care about providing groceries. That's too much stress. And that's the thing. Again, we need to be in a place. It's so funny that we talk about like soft life as like women. No, we need to talk about softer life for black people. We need to stop doing stressful stuff. That's not our, it's literally not our job. So, back to this. Our job is to pick out what's the best overnight period panties. How can we menstruate a little bit more peacefully? You know? So, always disposable period underwear, comfortable sleep, worry-free. Let me tell you where they went wrong, because I wore these last night. Light scent, and that might be where they went wrong. Somebody tried to warn me until I didn't listen. I listened to Tosh, who said these are the, oh no, that wasn't Tosh. Was it Tosh or was it Tati? One of y'all was like, yeah, this is the ones in the box. This is where we went wrong. Hold on, wait for the beat to drop. Okay. Comfortable sleep, worry-free, light scent. Our ultimate night protection for any body. Okay. To use. Let me make sure I used it right, girl. To use, unroll, unfold from the front. Step inside. Step inside the diaper, girl. Slip off. Oh, to dispose. I was gonna say, oh, they want you to take that off already. 360 coverage. Ooh, and the way they got her sleeping on the bed, this is exactly how I sleep. No, this is and why they got a black girl? All black people sleep like this? Y'all be, cause girl, when I tell you, girl, I'll be on the bed like this. It's the one leg. It's like a partial split, you know? But for me, let me see, is it this one? Oh, no, my just cracked. Or is it this one? No, it's definitely this one. It's my left leg. I like to sleep on my left leg side. So yeah, so that's how we all sleep apparently, girl. It's the best position. I know. You know, actually, that could be contributing. Okay, we do. You're so right. Please share more of your insights on softer life on YouTube. Okay. So let me show you now, girl. So they said, do like this, do like this. Okay. So let me show you something else. I want to show you something else because, okay. I want to show you these two. I bought these at like what would be considered CVS in Thailand. And what they are is they're also disposable panties. So we're going to compare them. These I actually like a lot. However, this, let me show you the inside. There is a light scent, and it's actually making my badusi itch just smelling it. And this is, you know what? This gives me really good insight because you know how babies get diaper rash? I feel like I got something similar to that last night wearing this. And that's why I can't wear these. It was the most uncomfortable sleep. When I tell you, I had to put vaginal itch cream on this morning, all over, everywhere down there. Because this, exactly, the rash comes from the fragrance. The lightly scented, and someone tried to warn me on TikTok. They said, no, those are scented. And then the other girl was like, yes, those are the ones in the box. And I was like, okay. Girl, these tore me up last night. Tore me up, had me burning from all holes. Anywhere that had a crevice was hot last night. Hot. So now I feel like I might just give these to a homeless person. But then again, it's also like, girl, are you allergic to scents? Because you homeless. Like, I don't want to put you in that position to need Vagisil and then you don't have it. So maybe I need to hook you up with a box of these and a Vagisil. You know? Men got to be making these products. I'm saying, because why would you put a scent on my Gadusi? It gotta be men. Yes, I never got scented before. I used for only a few hours. I'm so sorry. Girl. This was a waste of like $16, $17, girl. But we learned. Girl, they have scented pads and tampons too. Let me tell you, the only scented feminine products I like are the ones that come from Indonesia because they're not like scented. They're menthol flavored. Like they have these cooling pads that are like menthol. And so it just is cold on your Gadusi. And we tried that before. Remember that? Those, I love a good Camel Crush on my extremities. I love a good Camel Crush on the extremities. This is not that though. So let's get rid of it because, you know, I only live in a 1-bedroom, so I don't even have extra space for this type of stuff. Go ahead and give it to the ladies outside on the skid row. Ladies and gentlemen, guess what? Who's on their period? Also, who needs Vagisil? So that's a no. I think sadly throw them away because that exactly, like, it's really sad. Like, man, what? So let's compare this. This is what is better for the girls. This is what you guys need. If you want a situation like this, but not that, this is what you need. So what you buy is disposable underwear like this. These are very, very comfortable. Okay, I usually have these in the airport just in case. Okay, these are the same type of underwear that they give you at the spa. You know what I'm talking about when they say, oh, these are the spa undies, and they give you a little, they give you this, and then you undo them, and then you put on your little spa underwear, and you be feeling like, damn, I'm official. This is that. Okay. Now, the material, unscented, thin, but look at the holes, breathable. Babe, we're breathing down there. And then if you're on your period, you put a pad in here. This is what that should have been. This with a pad inside. So now I'm about to stock up on these, and depending on if they have anything like this on TikTok Shop, you might actually see me promoting these too, because this is actually what I swear by. And my Gadusi is very happy with this. Questions, concerns before we move on? Not a Camel Crush. Yes, girl. I wish my period would come. I think I'm pregnant again. Girl, you been active? this information is above my pay grade. But it's not, because do you know, most men think they don't have to listen to this kind of stuff. They think it's totally irrelevant. And then when it comes to like knowing a woman, they wonder why they don't know women at all. Have you seen those videos of men being asked a basic trivia question about a woman's body and they don't know? Like, where do you put a tampon? Most men don't know. Where does it go? They have no idea. Simple stuff like that. Because when we have these conversations, they think la 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 la. It's so weird and immature. How do we already get 3 cat hairs on this? This one need to be opening up stuff. They no longer sanitary. It's 3 cat hairs on them. Okay, let me open it. Hold on. Perfect. I need a piece of tape. Look, let me get a piece of tape to just... I'm gonna put them back in my little to-go bag. Oh, you know what? I got a plastic bag in here. Let me put them in the plastic bag. Dang, so what you think? You think we should put Always on blast and be like, listen, Always. Listen, Always. Let me go ahead and do it right now. Oh, sorry, y'all. This message is for Always and Always only. Girl, you don't have no girls in the, Jeff, you don't have no girls in the office, do you? Because a woman is going to tell you, why would you make this lightly scented? Now you need Vagisil to come inside the box with this. Because now you're making everything, all my extremities itch and burn and itch all night long. You think you're going to have the most uninterrupted sleep looking like her. Nope, last night I was burning. Okay, because the scent, and you know what's crazy? Somebody tried to warn me about the scent with these, which lets me know this is a problem. And I want to give it away to the homeless people downstairs, low key. But I'm scared she's going to need some Vagisil too. So now we got to throw away the pads because we never know who we're going to hurt. This is why you need more women. Talking about some, oh, I'm not saying always saying they're going to get rid of DEI, but girl, this is why you can't get rid of DEI. Girl, you are hurting us. You making us burn and itch always. We're going to need this. We need this. But this is what I need from you. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to pull it out again, but just for Always. Hold on. One more time so I can clip this part of the video, girl. This is what we need. We need the material to be like this, okay? We need the material to be like this. Breathable. Breathable. You see these little holes so we can breathe. And then we need for you to put the level 4, because you know you have different numbers, level 1, 2, 3. We need you to put the level 4 pad in here. Matter of fact, you want me to show you? No, I'm not going to do that. I really want these panties. I don't want to waste them. I have the level 4 with the wings. Make sure you also attach the wings. You're welcome, Always. Let me know when you want me to come to corporate so I can do, you know, some beta testing for you. Okay. Hopefully I don't get no more cat hairs on these when I close them up again. This is why, so this is why y'all catch, wait, huh? So this is why y'all catch mean attitude? Damn it, Always! Yeah, and the thing is men don't have any excuse. They have no empathy for women. They're like, women are so mean. Women have an attitude. We're on our period right now, and these are made by men, and they're making us itch. Of course I have an attitude. I'm trying so hard not to scratch down there because now you're going to think I have STD. When really, these are, you putting perfume on my... But now we mean, we rude, we got a problem. This why... No, you don't understand what's happening. You just don't understand what's happening. Show me a little grace. Right. The men need to be suing always. An organ is literally shedding. I know, right? Okay, let's see if we can fit it back in here again. Where's my tape at? Oh, this is even better. This is not gonna come out for sure. Put it in my fire starter kit. They have a daughter and they are clueless. Or if you're sick, what? Okay, y'all, I think that's the end of the live. That was so fun. Dude, we did what we had to do today. That was very entertaining and it was way more positive. I like it over here. Not to mention the hormones that legit give us uncontrollable mood swings. It's like being bipolar for 2 weeks of the month. I know. And what's their excuse? They don't have one. This is why men need to learn more about women. Like, do you not know I'm in my luteal phase? And I'm a victim. I'm a victim here. Why are you treating me like this? Okay, y'all. Everybody have an amazing Tuesday. April Fools. Go ahead and fool somebody, but be creative. Don't be like, I'm pregnant. That's lame. That's lame. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love you. Go catch up on my videos because I know you haven't seen my latest one. Move cat hair. Bye.